They must be having technical difficulties.
I I think so, Pam. I can't get any audio.
Yeah, me either. Okay, just making sure we were on the same page.
Yeah, yeah. I was about to ask you the same question.
We're
Great
ready.
minds. Oh, there you are. Yay.
Whoa. No difficulties. Oh, I like that one. Okay.
Are we ready?
We are on and ready.
Okay. Welcome to the Fraser Park District meeting, a regular state planning and project meeting, Thursday, May 28th, 2026. We are called to order at 4:03. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call of directors, Director Schoenberg,
Here.
Director Garcia is absent, Director Gibson.
Here.
Director Kelly
Here.
and Director Nyman's here. We have four people here. We do have a quorum. Okay, to discussion vote, adjust agenda if necessary.
Are you speaking to something on the agenda or?
I doubt it. I
Okay.
just wanna know what the jurisdiction is, basically.
Okay, so I just wanted to know if we need to move up anything, so,
No,
okay.
No. Do we need to have the closed session, Dee?
Yes, a short one.
Okay, we'll have a short one. Okay. Then, I don't know of anything else we need to get rid of, or, so we can go on to 3, public comments.
Okay, this is.
This would be where you would limit it to 5 minutes.
Okay, start now or what?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, right, so I have two things to talk about. One is I was called to a house that was receiving air instead of water at times through their water supply line. And, so I attempted to solve it myself by putting a air water release valve, going up from the pipe to service the house. I just got it off of I took it off of an old, water heater, but pressure release valve, but I didn't know if it would work, but it seems to work. And then I put a check valve so that when the house was full of water, it wouldn't drain back out ever. So stay full of water. So that seemed to solve the problem, solve very easily and cheaply. And so the real reason I came was, I live in the mobile home park on Johnson Road, and I'm having low water volume at my house. And my wife was at a location where she was complaining about that, and somebody from the water board said that the park's water supply lines are the jurisdiction of this water service thing, and I didn't believe them, so I just came over here to double check.
what it is that, I don't know, Johnny's not on.
No,
We supply water to the park,
Okay,
and we have a meter, and that's it. So any lines within the park are the responsibility of the park owner.
okay, so,
So that's
yeah,
something
it just
that
goes to the meter.
right,
so if, you know, Johnny would have to check. I mean, if it's only one or two, there's something going on in the park that they need to
yeah.
deal
Well,
with.
I checked the pressure is very high, over 110 pounds PSI, but the volume is just really, and it's as far as I know, it's only my unit. The units next to me and across from me have really good volume. So, my wife said it started when they had that, kind of long repair going on the street there that wasn't started by you guys, but that you guys can finish. She said that's when the volume started to go down. I wasn't paying that close attention, but I tend to disagree with her. I think it was just slowly over time getting worse and worse, but she thinks it happened quickly at that time, but I don't think it matters if that was contributing or not.
I don't think that would be possible if it's not affecting anyone else unless
Right.
something got in the line, which is possible, but that wouldn't be our,
So when she says we're at
Jurisdiction.
the lowest point on the water thing, and so she thinks some gravel or something got in the
that's
line
possible.
and went to our system because she thinks it's the lowest point. I have no idea, but it could be. But at any rate, I don't think it matters that much because those pipes have been there so long that I'm sure the inside is not smooth. It's got, little rust bumps all over, so. That's an indication they need to be replaced anyhow. So,
Right, but we wouldn't be replacing, we would only be replacing the lines of the service line going to the park
To the
and
meter,
not,
right.
and going to the meter
Right.
outside the park, and then
That's-
they're responsible for everything else.
That's exactly what I thought, but apparently somebody told her that wasn't the case, so that's why I showed up.
Yeah, that
And
is,
do you guys know the size? I believe it's a 6-inch, isn't it, going to the park?
No, it's a 2-inch.
It's a 2-inch?
It's a
Oh,
2-inch.
that's probably a lot of homes on a 2-inch.
Yeah, they're not all occupied though,
Yeah.
at the moment.
okay,
Appreciate it. Thank you very much, that's all I needed.
okay, thank you, Shody.
All right,
Good luck.
bye.
And it may be something you can bring up to them, maybe they need to increase the actual diameter of the pipe going to the park. But that would cost them extra money and they may not want to pay for it.
Yeah, I've talked to the owner, they said they might wanna do some improvements, so I'll run that by them.
Yeah, and if you have any other questions, I would suggest, during the week maybe come in
Talk
and
to
ask him to
Johnny.
talk to Johnny.
Okay.
And he might be able to give you some more information on it.
And the house that you said was having air in the line, where was that located?
That's on Main Street, I think.
He knows about
The
that?
service guys know all about that.
Great, okay.
They think she's adding air somehow, but there's no way that she's adding air. But at any rate, it's salt, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Good night. Good night.
Okay, for, manager's report, I guess you're doing the manager's report tonight, Tiffany?
No, I wasn't given any updates necessarily.
Okay.
There's a Wilson.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Wilson.
I can do the will serve. The only thing I can report was there was a minor fender bender with a work truck, but it's being handled by insurance. That's it. That's it on that one.
They did it or somebody hit us?
You can talk to Johnny about it later. Any questions you can ask them, but it's going through our insurance, our company insurance,
Okay.
JPA.
I was emailed by the person that, did this, application. And I had
I
told,
bet.
huh?
By calling
Oh, I
Edward?
said, I bet they call every day, multiple times
Edward?
a day,
Yeah.
harassing
Oh,
everybody.
okay.
Yeah, I answered the email and said to come to the meeting, but I don't see that person
So,
at the meeting,
At
but
our last week's meeting, there was just a confusion. Johnny thought it was the ADU, but it wasn't the ADU. He did go out and confirm that we can provide water to this Colleen Edwards, and that his recommendation is that the board approve it.
But I have some questions about this. Because to my knowledge, that property already had a water meter at it. Did Johnny ascertain for sure? Because I know someone who used to live at that property. It hasn't had a house on it for, I don't know, 20-something years. But it had a house on it at one point, a mobile home. And so I can't understand how there would not be a meter there already.
It's entirely possible there's no meter in the ground. I can go check RVS real quick, but
It used to have a meter that I know of, unless that person was taking water somehow. That person lived
Can
at
you
that
go look?
address.
yeah, I
for-
think it's look right now, but if there's no meter in our system, then.
And what's the address of this place?
It's 2 doors, it's the third door
Because there's no
down.
address on here.
I know,
PO
it's
box.
the third lot on Elm, on the lower Elm, facing the town. And it's an empty lot, but there used to be a home there, a mobile home. The town tore that out, or the owner or something, many years ago. I'm not really sure what they did when they tore it out. Maybe they tore out the water meter. I don't
Okay,
know.
I just wanted to make sure.
But the
No,
person,
there's nothing in our system. They don't exist in our system. They've never been attached to our,
very interesting. Okay.
You go by the APN number?
we go by everything.
Yeah.
We check the service address, we check the APN.
Because
Johnny,
there is no service address, that's all.
Johnny actually went out to the property where the empty lot was.
Okay, well,
There's no service in there, we have never,
I entertain a motion, that we go ahead and approve this will serve, letter.
Are they gonna build on this? Because if it's an empty lot, are they building? Is that what they're doing?
Yeah.
well, possibly. Yeah, the person,
That's-
it's the person who's purchasing the home, is purchasing the lot. And they want to purchase the lot with water meter on it. So what they plan to do, we haven't asked specifically, but that's the person buying
this-
who's insisting.
This may help you. The person wrote to me, to all of us, but I think I'm the only person that replied.
I didn't see one.
I have submitted an application for a new water meter for the property with the APN, blah, blah, on Elm Trail. The property seller wants me to move ahead with the purchase ASAP, but I don't have confirmation that I can obtain a water meter. Are there any issues you know of that would prevent the water meter from being installed? And Johnny said no. And it's literally right off the, it shouldn't be, there's already I mean,
Service line.
I'm shocked the service line isn't there, but whatever. But there's already a pipeline going down that street, and it should be pretty easy to install a service line. So, and I wrote the person back and said to come to the board meeting if they could, but they're not here. They said they'd try. So yeah, but I would second that. Who you put in a motion? Somebody put a
I
motion?
did.
I didn't put in a motion,
can't motion, he's
I'm
the chair.
I'm the chair tonight.
I'll
Okay,
put in a motion to go ahead and, provide water to this address. I don't see what problems there would be. And it's coming off of, this address comes off of the yard, which has some struggles in the summer, but it's not coming off of 5, so I don't know why we wouldn't be able to provide them water.
Okay, do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, a motion has been made by Director Schoenberg, seconded by, Director Kelly. Roll call of directors, Director Schoenberg,
Aye.
Director Geisy is absent, Director Gibson,
Aye.
Director Kelly.
Aye.
Okay, Director Nyman's an aye. That's 4-0-1 absent, motion carried. Okay, the administrative assistance report.
So I turned in that really lengthy public record request. So that's gone and out of my hair. By the deadline, way before the deadline. And I'm now working on the special assessment, so that should get done pretty quick, but other than that, the rest is agenda items.
Okay,
Oh, I would say, if you have a lot of stuff shoved in your board notebooks in the front, if you guys could, like, just help keep it minimal, because it's really hard to put the packet information in there when it's overstuffed. Yeah, so just try to keep that clean and tidy. And yours wasn't one of
Oh,
my worst books.
oh,
There's
Well,
one-
Mine was, huh?
No, yours
Nothing really in there. I mean, a sheet or two, it's no big deal. It's just some of them are stuffed and they're bursting out and I can't fit things.
Oh,
into the
cause
notebook.
I had the stuff that's coming up because I can't ever find stuff in the, I'm not organized.
Yeah, no
enough in
worries,
my
just-
drawer.
It helps.
But
me
I
get
can
the notebooks
definitely
done.
Okay.
put the, yeah.
That was it.
Okay.
All right, so is that it on the? Yes, yeah,
I'm sorry to interrupt. I have a graduation that I've got to go to tonight and I have to leave at 5. So, I just
okay,
wanted to, yeah. Good.
okay, we need to
Thank you.
get moving. Okay, 5, standing committee reports, accounts payable committee.
We met, I went through invoices, had Johnny help us understand some things and, asked Deborah to cut checks. Everything else will be in accounts payable or in
And
finance.
I made transfers, but I'll bring those up in the financials.
Okay, easement and deeds committee.
Wait, is it the state update?
State update committee, that's next week.
Yeah.
No, we,
No, it was last.
we had, I'm sorry, we had a meeting and we will update everything in the agenda items.
Okay.
Moving on to 6, ad hoc committee reports, planning project committee,
We have a meeting that will be happening tomorrow at 10 a.m.
not tomorrow,
Friday at 10, oh, I'm sorry, the 5th at
The
10
5th.
a.m.
The fifth.
Not tomorrow. You're right.
yes.
Okay.
And that easement and deeds committee, you guys have not met.
No, we have not met.
The rate study committee will,
That can
we
be
can dissolve tonight.
Yes.
Bond book committee.
We actually briefly didn't meet as the committee per se, but we briefly had to go over the bond book because we got a bill that was incorrect, or the USDA took out the wrong amount.
They withdrew $105 more.
Extra, but we can't figure out how they came up with those calculations. I tried many ways and it made no sense, but we're gonna just not worry about it. Because they took extra money, but I don't know how to, they're really hard to deal with, so they took $100 extra. But we're fine, we're covered, and we think
The other
we're
one
okay.
up in there. Okay, but it was just,
Oh, okay,
Deborah just let us know that they took it more out than.
okay.
Then they should have.
Okay, 5-year budget committee. We haven't met, we're gonna have to make a date, so we'll make a date tonight. Parcel B project committee, we met and we'll be covering it in the agenda. Okay, on the financial business, 7, discussion, vote on accounts payable and financial information. You're up, Deborah.
Okay, we prepared one disbursement out of the planning account for $8,450 payable to Tom Dodson. We prepared 12 checks out of the revenue operating account for a total of $13,480.99. The extraordinary disbursements include a disbursement to California Parking and Highway for $3,200 and a disbursement to Quinn Cat Company for $3,526.70, which was a total of 4 separate invoices. That's all I have.
Okay,
And transfers, I made 4 transfers, besides our regular monthly ones. 1,140 for telemetry, that went from the USDA replacement to the revenue operating. 2,948.53 from the USDA replacement to revenue operating for parcel B. So the first one was telemetry, second one was Tom Dodson Associates parcel B. Third one, the CIP to planning for $8,450. That was a Tom Dodson Associates prepay for claim 59. And then the last one, USDA replacement to revenue operating, $228 for D. Jasper Associates for parcel B. And then also we had our normal couple of the 5,000 from the general fund, or from to the general fund from the revenue operating. That's to replace the general fund money we took out, and 2,500 back into the capital improvement reserve, which comes from the revenue operating, and that is it.
okay, with that, if there isn't any question, I would entertain a motion to pay our bills.
I'll make a motion to pay our bills.
I'll second it.
Okay, the motion's been made by Director Kelly, seconded by Director Gibson. Roll call of directors. Director Schoenberg,
Aye.
Director Garcia is absent. Director Gibson,
Aye.
Director Kelly,
Aye.
and Director Nyman's an aye. That's 401. Motion carried. Okay, thank you, Deborah. Have a good
No, I
night.
have one more thing
Oh,
for financials. I don't think we need Deborah for it, but it'll be quick. I called JPIA about the bond.
Yeah.
And, it was a mistake in the invoice. So it's already been issued. It's a $200,000 bond. And they thanked us for alerting them that they needed to get the other $400. And everybody else has theirs. It's been issued. And we have had the same coverage and price since 2018.
Right.
okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing that.
Okay,
No problem.
so, oral announcement prior to closed session, Government Code 54957.7A, representative of the legislative body to orally announce the items to be discussed in closed session prior to any closed session meeting. 8, closed session pursuant to Government Code 54957, conference with legal counsel, existing litigation, Government Code 54956.9D and 1, Frazier Park Public Utility District versus CNC Elite Properties LLC et al., Kern County Superior Case Number BCV 24-100199. We are going into closed session at 4:24. We'll be right back, guys. Okay, tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, oral announcement following closed session, Government Code 54957.1, legislative body of any local agency shall publicly report any action taken in closed session and the vote or abstention on that action of every member present thereon. There was no action taken, information only. We are back in regular session at 4:27. Okay, on to number 9, discussion vote of Lake of the Woods consolidating planning project. A, discussion vote on timeline budget. There's nothing. D, is that still everything is the same on that?
Everything we're shooting for the end of June.
Okay, B, and just a note, all invoices and stuff have to be, done prior to, July 31st, I think. July 30th. So, okay, B, vote, discussion vote on development of well 9 additional booster tank, certificate of compliance lot line adjustment. Anything happening with that, D?
Nothing from the county yet. I've got to email into the county. I'll be talking with the planner probably tomorrow now. It's getting a little late.
Okay, C, discussion vote on memorandum of understanding. We met with with the council,
Cool.
and with the district's council, and upon his recommendation, we are advising the board for us to have our council go back to more of the original agreement. And so we're asking the board's approval for that. Basically, in the agreement that was set forth, that we combined, there were quite a bit of assuming liability and indemnity clauses, which are not beneficial and that the district would not agree to. And
some of which we could not agree to as a public utility district.
You're exactly. And then there's also some other things in there.
LAFCO, so the other issue, and I forgot to say that we met, that was another meeting we had, it was short, but LAFCO, there were some clauses about board members, or sort of an ad hoc, which I also do not think that we can actually do in the way that it was written in the MOU. So it's not that someone can't sit and participate in an ad hoc, but the way it was written is not legal for us to do, I don't believe, as part of it. Would have to come from LAFCO, and so there's all kinds of issues with that. So basically, most of the new things, although there were a couple of things that our attorney did want to incorporate, so would like to go back to the drawing board, go back to the original MOU, incorporate the couple of ideas that he thought were very helpful from Lake of the Woods, but get rid of all the stuff that liability and indemnification clauses that are not helpful and probably we cannot sign.
Okay.
And really the original intent of the MOU basically is that we have sufficient enough water that the
Funding?
The funding, yeah, but I'm saying the annexation wouldn't go through without the funding, so.
Right, well, the big issues are financial, both
Right.
the company's financial well-being, our company, and the funding for the project, and then also the availability and quality of the water. So those are the big
Those were the big
four, I believe.
Right, and really, there was, originally when we started this, we also had talked about, what Lake of the Woods needed to do, and they've pretty much
Done most of it.
done most of it. The state has given them money, and they've updated their lines, they've updated their, meters and all those things, so,
Can I say one more thing?
sure.
I think we're also concerned that hopefully Lake of the Woods and Fraser Park can come to a simplified, healthy understanding of, in this MOU, because we're concerned that if there are some issues, that we're concerned about the state getting frustrated with us because they've provided so much funding already, and we don't want to just have the state, come in and, we'd like to be a part of this process. So we're hoping that we can just kind of go back to the drawing board and start over again.
So.
Hmm.
So I'll enter, if there isn't any,
Oh, I can say, reading through this, I had, as a layperson, I had issues with this. And so, I mean, I can't even imagine what the attorney had.
so I entertain a motion that we, allow our attorney to go back and redo the, memorandum of understanding.
Make it more simpler from the basic stuff that we originally laid out, and incorporating the helpful, there were a couple helpful ideas that Lake of the Woods did have in there.
Okay, I will make a motion that we have our attorney go back to the drawing board, start over, and do the MOU.
Okay, do I hear a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, the motion has been made by Director Gibson, seconded by Director Kelly. Roll call of Director Schoenberg.
Aye.
Director Garcia is absent. Director Gibson.
Aye.
Director Kelly.
Aye.
And Director Nyman's an aye. So that's 4-0-1 absent. Motion carried. Okay, moving on to D, vote on Lake of the Woods projects and consolidation. I think that's you, Pam.
Yes. Hi, guys.
Aye.
So nothing new on either grant. Well, number 4, our electrical should have been finished at the end of today that we were doing for upgrading on that. Our blending station samples for this last month were 4.5. So the nitrate levels are already trending down. Last month they were 5.1. Fluoride was still 1.1. So those are doing great. Our wells, I know I always say up and down and all of that. Do you guys just want me to give you averages? Would that be easier? Or
Yeah.
is that fine?
Sure.
Okay. I was looking at it today and I'm like, gosh, I'm always typing up and down and it gets confusing. Okay, so the wells from last month are up an average of 8 feet. From January 2024, they are up an average of 25 feet. And January 2025, they are up an average of 12 feet. And then January 2026, they are up an average of 30 feet. And from this time last year, they're up an average of 23 feet. And when I say average, I'm doing just the active wells,
Right, okay.
not the inactive wells. Okay. Did you guys have any
Okay.
questions?
It's good.
No.
All right. Thanks for letting me simplify
Okay,
that, guys.
Yeah. Sounds good, Pam. Thank you. Moving on to discussion vote on claim 59 and other claims and payout. That's you, Carlos. Carlos?
You're muted.
Yeah, I was on mute. Yeah, just to bring something up, Brahma said that the last time to submit claims is at the end of July. Actually, the final disbursement date is December of this year, 26. So we have up until then to submit invoices.
Oh, okay.
But
So
work,
thank
I
you
mean,
for
for work done until July. So I mean, we can't work past July 31st, but
Right.
invoices still come till the final disbursement date. Okay,
Okay.
so we have a little issue with claim 59 up. I was reviewing it this last week, and I saw that with the current invoice that was submitted by D. Jasper and Associates for consolidation engineering, if we submit the whole amount of 10,074.50, we will be over budget by 59,72.86. So I went through the invoice and I'm gonna have to reduce that invoice by 59.7286 and only submit $4,101.64 in this claim. And then we will have to do a budget, ask for a budget adjustment to make up for the rest. I don't know how much more we're gonna need in that category of consolidation engineering, but I'm thinking that that should be pretty much almost done. But I don't know what D has to say about that. But
And where are we gonna get the money from? Because we don't have any contingency money in
We would
here.
have to ask for more money, I don't know. If that's gonna happen.
well, the thing is, we have some funding in uh in the category where we're supposed to submit the LAFCO app and stuff like that. Since that's not gonna happen, we could probably take money from there. There's about I believe there's close to like 20,000 there.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
But don't, we still need some of that money.
well, we're not gonna use it by the time the grant
We're not gonna,
expires.
yeah, we're not gonna do most of the stuff, but we still have a possible consultation with them. When did they say we were talking to them again? I thought it was before July.
No, 6 months with LAFCO.
It's 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah,
And we're gonna be
6
waiting
months.
on that.
Yeah, so
So-
we have 22,628 left in there.
Okay,
I mean, there's still a
Okay,
little
so-
bit of funding left that we can move over, but we'd have to submit a budget adjustment request, and I'm assuming we can still do that.
yeah, so Dee, do you have any idea,
What's left?
what's left as far as the consolidation on this project that we're gonna need to do?
Yeah, just thinking, yeah, I don't think very much, if any. Um, so yeah, if I get a little bit of time, I'll kind of go through what, I think we may have left to do. And then, maybe you and I could get together, Carlos, and talk that out. I think we're pretty well done.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know if we're gonna
So,
if we
so
use up
let's,
the whole
since we're running,
Can we quickly give
engineering
the
design
numbers?
budget either.
Carlos, can you quickly give us the numbers that are left in each category?
Yeah.
okay,
So-
we're running out of time. Dee.
So for the only ones that are in trouble are that one consolidation engineer and admin, which will, if we submit the whole invoice, will be under $5,972.86. Um for the legal, we have left $4,233.25. Actually, no. Hold on, let me
Hmm.
open up the whole thing because I can't see the whole thing.
Well, maybe we just need this for the next time we meet, because I
Yep.
just like to know what we have left before we start out, trying to change the budget at all, so maybe.
Well,
Yeah, so
I think,
for MSR, we have $44,233.25. That's done, so we won't need that. For legal, we have $9,494. For labor compliance, we still have 1,680. For appraisal licenses and access, we have 22,628.50. For fish and wildlife, we have 2,000. And for engineering report, we have 3,377 left. That we're not gonna need for that. We can move that. For environmental docs, we still have 36,903. And for engineering design, we have $630,918.37.
Okay, so what, how much do you think, because right now, if you take the 40, we put the the rest of the money, you have about 5,000 left that's not getting paid on this particular invoice, correct?
Yeah,
And, okay, and so Dee, what else do you think that's gonna come through? Do we need to do like another 5,000? How much? Cause
Yeah.
my suggestion,
Yeah,
okay.
we'll end up
my
doing something, I'm sure.
Okay, so my suggestion would be is that we go back to the budget agenda after we approve this here, and that we go ahead and approve moving to $10,000 and writing and having Carlos write a letter, and that we go ahead and approve it already so that we can have it ready and we can submit it to Jonathan so that we can get the approval right away, because we're running out of time on our meetings and everything. So I think that, you know, I want to make sure that this gets covered. So go ahead and let's go ahead and what does people think on that? I mean, I think I don't see the difficulty on the ones that he has said that we're already done, like the report and all that. We can ask for all those to be moved over to Consolidation Engineering.
Yeah, the only thing is that if we're gonna need to do more work on that, then we're gonna have to make another move. So I think we should do just the one move to include everything that we're gonna need.
I agree with you, but I would like to have it on paper, all the amounts, so that we can see it. So maybe at the state, before the state meeting, that we have, no, that's a ways away.
Well,
Maybe
that's a
before
whole
the
month
next
away.
That's a whole
regular,
month.
yeah, maybe before the next regular meeting.
Well, we can, like I said, we can meet before the next regular meeting and hash this out.
Yeah, as an ad hoc, yeah, I think we should do that because that's what we did in the past.
Okay, let's go ahead and get through this so we can get to D on some other things.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we approve, oh, we
Well, go
gotta say
ahead,
the
go ahead
numbers
and
first.
say the numbers, Carlos,
Yes,
for this claim.
The adjusted numbers for claim 59.
Carlos, you're muted.
Yeah, let me get the numbers because I have to subtract the.
Okay, so let's just do this. We'll come back to this. Let's go on so that we can get to some of the other things that Dee needs to get to before we lose
before
him.
he leaves.
Okay, so we'll come back to this so while you can get those numbers together. Number 10, discussion vote Lake of the Woods Consolidation Construction Project. Vote on engineering and design. D, where are we at on that? This is
10A.
This is the application,
Oh,
this is the construction project. Where are you at on?
Okay,
Well, Yeah, we're on schedule. We're moving ahead. We'll be doing the geotechnical coming right up here this next couple of weeks. So we're moving ahead on that and
Okay.
design. So
okay. B, discussion vote on project.
But, so quick question,
Skip B, C, and D. And cause we'll come back to that later, cause there's a lot of discussion on.
Oh, okay.
Can I ask a quick question? So on the engineering and design D, doesn't a great deal of that, if not all of it, need to be done as part of the planning and before the consolidation construction?
well, I'm not quite sure what you're
And
asking,
are-
there, Lisa. We're working on the
Okay.
design of the consolidation
What
of the system
asking-
consolidate.
Say that again?
We're working on the design of the regional project.
Correct. But in working on that, isn't most of that needing to be done as part of the planning before July?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually Lisa, it gets to 90% plans and specs, and then the other 10% are finished with the construction funding.
Right,
yeah, we're moving ahead. We're in pretty good shape.
okay.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and skip to E, discussion vote on, and we'll come back to the others. Discussion vote on contract between FPPUD and Dean Jasper Association. I didn't see it, or,
No, it's not in there.
okay.
No, but Dee, are we gonna have a separate contract for the consolidation portion?
Yeah, well, I think we probably should, yes. So we'll,
Okay, so.
want me to put
we
that
can work
together?
on that. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good. 11, discussion vote update on well 8 pipeline replacement project. A, engineering and design, we're done on that, correct, D?
Yes,
It's been approved.
We don't need D for the,
We're not, no.
No,
okay.
okay, so, discussion vote on project application,
it's in.
basically,
Oh, I'm sorry,
go
Brian.
ahead.
I was
Go,
just
no,
gonna
go
say
ahead.
that the application is in, and there, Jonathan wrote me and requested two things. One was a signed and sealed engineering report on the pipeline replacement project in well 8. I had submitted that report back a long time ago, but the state wants my civil engineering stamp and my signature on it, and so I submitted another one with that, and also I had a December 2025 last year engineering memorandum, and they also wanted that stamped and signed. That is done. And then right now I'm working on what is called a life cycle cost analysis for the well. And that's a 50-year analysis. And so I'm working on that right now. Should have it done a couple days. We have all the numbers. It's a new format, at least to us, from the state. And so I'm busy filling that out and running the calculations. So it's, it's in process. So that's really the only thing we have left to do. That was the last thing that
Okay.
Jonathan.
What about our legal opinion letter? Has that been,
Yeah,
So everything that the state wanted in the application
uh-huh,
that was due on May 26th was sent. So the opinion letter was sent right on the deadline, like 4 PM, May 26th.
okay,
So I got that one in as well as.
the signing authority?
Yeah, the self-authorization letter. So that was also sent
That was also sent.
and received.
Okay,
So they
okay, so,
verified they received
so
it.
we're up to date on that.
Oop, that was
Okay.
Then
Um,
one more thing, Brahma.
anything else?
The only thing else
Go
we're
ahead.
gonna need is that still hasn't been done is we're gonna need the environmental package that's gonna be a combination of well 8 and the pipeline replacement project put into one. And I believe Tom Dodson should be working on that. So hopefully,
yeah,
that's
he is, Carlos, and you sent what you had done a year or so ago, so he can put all of that together.
yeah. So that's the only other thing that would be missing for the pipeline and well 8.
Yeah.
Okay, and when do you think you'll have that done, Dee?
I've got to talk to Tom. I know he's working on it. And, I would guess a couple weeks, maybe.
Okay,
I think there's some surveys that he has to do. And now that it's May, I think, you know, there's certain surveys that he's got to do for these critters during certain times. So I think that's probably what he's doing right now, or getting all of that put together. But I'll check with him.
Okay.
Got a note here to call him.
okay, move on to, C, vote on well 8 property acquisition. We have a meeting, with CNC on the 5th, on Friday. I don't think there's anything else on that.
No.
So we'll be having a discussion meeting, so hopefully that'll get resolved. And, we'll go on to 12, discussion vote on parcel B, water replacement tank, timeline, budget, environmental engineering. A, discussion vote on plans and specs. So where are we at on all that, Dee?
Well, James wanted one more copy of the plans and specs just to review and make sure that we had incorporated everything that he'd requested. It's the second set of that very same set. He just wanted to make sure. And so we submitted that to him. He wants us to go to bid in June, so and that he'll notify us. There's some things that he has to get done. And so he has to notify us when we can release the documents and go out to bid. And I think probably at the first meeting in June, the board should approve going to bid on parcel B. In fact, it's probably, I didn't think about that to maybe include that in today's agenda, but the board does have to approve going out to bid.
Okay,
I have a couple quick questions on the pre-bid walks. Did you figure out dates for that, and is that gonna happen? Are you gonna do 2, or what are you doing?
There are 2, and we're making them mandatory, and we have to issue the notice, in the paper for call for bids. So we have to get that date from James, or, he's got to tell us when to go. And we'll get that in the paper, and then in that notice, there will be the dates of the 2 pre-bid meetings, and they're usually just, several days apart, maybe a week, just to pick up the guys who, can't make the first one, but they can make the second one. So that'll
It's
be
a very
part of-
compressed,
yeah, everything.
very compressed schedule since we're about to be in June, right?
So the other thing that came out of the meeting was that they had approved, the funding, but so they were sending sending it to HUD.
Right, the
And
county
the
approved,
county approved, their board
But
approved
HUD
the
has.
funding, but now it's being sent to, HUD. HUD has 15 days to review it.
Right.
So basically,
it's gonna be very
it's gonna
crunchy.
be like, right, maybe the second week of June, and that's, we're gonna have to, approve the agreement and everything, like immediately going out to bid, and so everything is time crunched on this.
So the reason I bring that up is we may need a special meeting in June in order to approve things, correct?
Possible, but we'll
Yes.
have to see.
Yeah, it's possible.
Okay.
Depends on when we get the heads up from
The okay.
James, go
Right,
and
And when is our next meeting with HUD,
Not HUD, with the county,
with the county, I mean?
the first Thursday in June,
the 4th.
June 4th. Yes, June 4th.
Yeah. Okay.
at 11.
Oh, yeah, that
Mhm.
was a,
Wow, that's the day before you go to the other, okay.
Yep,
And you guys are just meeting, right? Not the
Yes.
board,
It's just
Oh,
in
no.
county.
it's the
the ad hoc.
it's the ad hoc, and then it's a different ad hoc on the 5th, yeah.
so I didn't have it in my calendar, can you fill in on the 4th, with directors on that ad hoc?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
that's at 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So tonight we need to approve the plans and specifications. If you look on top of the file cabinet, there's a notebook. I didn't print the board copies because it's about 430 pages, D.
Yeah.
It's giant, but it's there if you want to look at it. But for the county timeline, it needs to be approved tonight.
Okay, you
Okay,
got
well-
it. Yeah, you were on it. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I printed it. It's sitting there for you to look through. I just wasn't gonna make 5 copies.
Yeah, I mean, my opinion is that Dee has done, it's not like I'm gonna review specs and be able to make comments on specs. So, I don't know about anybody else, but I would entertain a motion that we go ahead and approve the plans and specifications for parcel B.
Before we do that, D, this went to the county, twice. The county has looked at it. They haven't made any other comments on it, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so since I haven't actually seen this at all, so, okay.
None of us have.
None of us have, but,
Yeah, you have it right there.
It's right there in that book.
It's right there.
so I'll entertain a motion.
I'll move that we, approve the plans and specs for parcel B.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, the motion has been made by Director Kelling, seconded by Director Gibson. Roll call of directors, Director Schoenberg.
I'm going to abstain.
Okay. Director Garcia is absent. Director Gibson,
Aye.
Director Kelling,
Aye.
and Director Nyman's an aye. 3, 1 abstention, one absent. Motion carried. Okay, I think that's it on that. Number 13 is,
I think D can
Yeah, I
Well-
gotta go.
okay,
Just
get
on
on
time.
time.
Thank you.
Dee.
thank you, Dee.
So
Thank
now we
you.
can go back.
Have a good graduation,
Yeah, that's
Okay.
our, one of our grandsons.
awesome.
And, yeah, it's gonna be fun. He's a pretty good guy. So,
Good.
Okay,
Keep it.
Enjoy.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank
Okay,
you.
good night.
Again.
so before we do that, I need to take a 5-minute break.
I'll motion a 5-minute break.
I'll second.
Okay, a motion has been made by Director Schoenberg, seconded by Director Kelly. Roll call of Director Schoenberg,
Aye.
Director Nyman's and I, Director Gibson,
Aye.
Director Kelly,
Aye.
and Director Garcia says he's absent. So it's 4-0-1 motion carried. We're at a 5-minute break at 5 o'clock.
Let's watch him run.
Oh.
You good?
Okay, we're back in session at 5:05. We'll go back up to, 10B. I think we actually it's 10C.
Well, what about 9E, which was claim 59, weren't we?
Yeah.
gonna
Okay,
cover for
let's
that?
go back to 9E. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for keeping me on track, Director Schoenberg.
No
Uh,
problem.
Discussion vote on claim 59, other claims and payout. You want to go ahead and take that now, Carlos?
Yeah, for board of directors fees, we had a total of $333.34. For staff recovery costs, we had $41.58. We had an invoice from D Jasper and Associates. It's invoice number 26-0042-423. The original amount of that invoice was $10,074.50. However, we're gonna reduce it by $5,972.86. So the charge from that invoice that we're gonna put on claim 59 is $4,101.64. Then we had
Quick question, Carlos?
yes.
So are you pulling off specific amounts or are you
No, I
just?
just pulled out the
Using it-
5,972 from
Okay.
the whole invoice.
Okay, so we just know that we owe that and that's due. Okay.
Yeah. And so we had an invoice from Young Woolridge and Associates, and it's invoice number 134960. And that was for $1,924. And then we had an invoice from Tom Dodson and Associates for environmental documents. And it's invoice FP-081-13. And the total was $8,450. And then we had an invoice from D Jasper and Associates for engineering design. Yes.
Just quickly, in the packet, you did not include the invoice for Young Woolridge.
We're not putting them in the packets
Yeah,
because they're confidential.
Oh.
I don't
never
put it
mind.
in. I don't put it in the package no more because it's confidential. Yeah, like Tiffany said.
Right, oh, because that's the litigation stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll include it once I submit it to the state. That's the only time I include it.
got it. Sorry.
Okay, and we had an invoice from D Jasper and Associates for engineering design, and it's invoice 26-00422. And that invoice totaled $19,784. So the total of claim 59 is $34,634.56.
Okay. $34,634.56.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'll entertain a motion that we approve claim 59 with those changes.
I'll make a motion that we approve claim 59, with, the, invoices that Carlos stated and the amount of $34,634.56.
And can I just ask one more question before we vote on this?
Can I get a second?
I'll second it.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that. One more question for Carlos. Do you know this Woods Avenue, what that was about?
Do I know what?
What Woods Avenue is on D's invoice?
On which one? On the second invoice?
On the invoice for 19,784 for, it's part of the project specs and planning. It's plan and profiles, but I just don't know where Woods Avenue is. Or what that is.
Let me check real quick.
I know where Bear Court is. He's got the Bear Court stuff. I'm thinking Woods Avenue is part of maybe somewhere to do with Well 9. You don't know?
I'm not sure. We'll
Does
have to
anybody
ask.
know?
Yeah, we'll have to ask.
I meant to
Dee, but-
ask. Yeah, I meant to ask D, but he had to go.
Yeah.
We had to come back to this, so. Okay, I just will try to remember to ask him because I'm not really sure where that is. Or why, why it's specifically, I understand Bear Court. I didn't know what the specifics were with Woods Avenue. Okay, thank you.
Is there a Woods Avenue in Fraser Park?
There's a
I'm
Woods
pretty-
Drive. There's a Woods Drive. There's a Woods Drive that goes up to Bear Court. So I'm wondering if he just put Avenue
I think,
instead.
I think he called it Avenue instead of Drive, and I think that's
Yeah.
probably what he's talking about, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
All right, so
Thanks,
the
Pat.
motion has been, made by Director Kelly and seconded by Director Gibson. Roll call of directors. Director Schoenberg, Director Garcia is absent. Director Gibson
Hi.
and Director Kelly
Aye.
and Director Nyman's an aye. Motion carried 401. Okay, moving on down to 10C.
10B.
Oh, 10B. Okay, vote on project application. Is there any,
So, yeah, it's in here.
This is,
Yeah, so part of, Carlos sent me a packet of application documents that we need to work through. So the potential flags worksheet is one of those in that document package. We did one of these last year, exact same. A couple questions were different, but the rest are the same. If you look, I pre-checked a couple of check marks that match the one we submitted last year.
okay, so, okay, so,
So if it's checked here, we checked it last year.
okay, we recommend you review the following list of questions and statement. Place a check besides each question or statement where your answer is yes or true. If you answer yes or true to any of the questions or statement on this worksheet, we recommend you discuss the specifics of your answers with State Board, Water Board, Division of Financial Assistance staff at your earliest opportunity so we can identify issues up front that may require supplementary information or additional review time. Although it is not a required application attachment, we recommend you submit this worksheet with your general information packet. Okay.
So one thing, we anticipate issues, I think we don't check that.
Okay, well, I guess we should start with,
One.
okay,
anticipate grant only funding.
Yes, but it's saying, do we have concerns regarding our ability to comply with Exhibit C terms and conditions? No, we don't. Do we anticipate on our financing, if we have a loan, concerns regarding our ability to comply with the board's terms and conditions? No, we don't. So we do not check that, in my personal opinion.
And
Okay.
it's not checked. So,
Okay,
Is
Yeah, you
there
guys would do
doubt
this the same as the last one.
I
Yeah.
know, but
Yeah, but I don't have you have the last one in front of you, Carlos?
No, this is the,
Oh,
That's
this,
why there's some checks already
Okay.
on here.
but I think
Because
we should
it's
just go
yeah.
through it again.
okay,
quickly.
is there doubt about whether your governing statutes allow you to finance your project through the D? Okay, that's a no. Is there existing or pending litigation with respect to your system's assets, water rights, or
This
regarding?
is the one I had an issue with. One of them.
What do you mean an issue? What?
Well, is there existing or pending litigation with respect to your system's assets, water rights, or regarding the source of repayment? But it's not the source of repayment or implementation, so that's why we ended up not putting true. Because there's like the litigation, the potential litigation doesn't have to do with, it sort of has to do with the assets. So I don't know, this one was weird and I had issues with it, and Dee was saying, oh, we should write some special thing, but that's not possible to do, so I don't know, I still have issues with that one.
Well, I think we should still go with what Dee says.
Well,
it worked last year.
but the pending litigation,
And well,
it isn't something that
isn't our asset.
isn't our asset yet.
And isn't our water rights or regarding source of repayment?
That's what we decided, and that's why we didn't check it.
Okay, so we're
It's
going,
just a little bit borderline.
are there any existing or pending inquiries, investigations of your agency, members of the board or directors, key management, for example, the grand jury?
Well,
We just finished our investigation, so no,
No.
it's over.
Okay. Was there a significant level of protest during the most recent rate setting process?
no,
Oh, there was nine people.
There was 9.
There was
Okay.
9.
9, yeah.
Nine out
Thick,
of 200.
is there an existing,
1,000.
no, 2,600 and
Or
something.
something.
Is there an existing or pending rate rollback initiative on an upcoming?
No.
No, okay, so that's a no. Has there been, or is there currently significant disagreement within the community about the project?
No,
Will the project involve a public, private ownership?
No.
No. Are you a small community or dependent special district anticipating that some or all of your financial assistance will be a repayable line?
no,
Are you a state agency, Native American tribe, federal entity, or non-governmental entity? No. Are you a joint powers authority are there
are there
agreements
agreements?
with other entities related to
Yeah.
the project? Yes. Do you need to purchase or otherwise obtain legal access rights to project property for the terms of financing?
Yes.
Are you not the owner of all the system's property? Yes.
Yes,
Are there any liens on any of the systems? No. Do your property rights or any of the property needed for the project extend for less than 33 years from the date of application or subject to revocation? No. Does the application include purchase of land or other assets?
yes.
Aren't we purchasing the land, not the state? We already purchased, well, 9 site,
Right,
and as soon as. we
Yeah,
tell
I
them
guess
now,
we,
they're gonna
we are
purchase the-
purchasing well 8 and not the,
Yeah.
but we asked for reimbursement.
yeah, but
But
we
we're
can,
asking
we
for
still can, we
reimbursement.
can still put that in for
But
reimbursement.
then it does include purchase of land or other assets.
Carlos,
You're
Can
muted, Carlo.
you read that one again?
Does the application include the purchase of land or other assets? So we are going to purchase 8. However, we are going to ask in the construction for reimbursement as far as my understanding goes. So wouldn't that be a yes?
It could be technically.
That's my
That's
problem with this.
That's a confusing one, but yeah, it could be. I mean, it's yeah.
How could it not?
I would say it is because we will be
So we'll
asking for
mark yes
reimbursement.
on that one.
But
We'll
but these,
mark yes.
I mean, these things, these questions, you're gonna have to discuss them with
When we have our state meeting, we just
Yeah, with
need to tell
Jonathan.
them what we're putting
Right,
and make sure that they're okay with that. Because the next one is also a yes.
do you expect to use eminent,
Eminent?
what, no,
No,
because
it's
we've
not.
already done, it's
a
already
different
done,
project.
it's already done. So,
Well 8 is not the construction project.
right,
Well 8 is the Well 8 and pipeline project.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
So
Well, you know
no.
what? You know what? Then well,
but then what about?
we'll probably be asking for
Fair court.
we'll be asking for reimbursement in the pipeline and Well 8 project for that for Well 8.
Right,
So I guess 16 and 17 would be a no.
but we're not going to ask for reimbursement for Bear Court
And Well 9.
and Well 9,
We are.
So it's a check on.
so it still is a check.
Well, the
But-
thing is,
but
are we gonna ask for reimbursement
But
on the?
well 9 is not this, wait.
Yes, it
This
is.
is the regional
Well, actually,
project.
yeah, Well 9 will be in the regional project, but Well 8 will be in the pipeline replacement project.
Okay, so 16 is yes and 17 is no.
Yeah, if you are a private entity or you're not good standing, no, that's a no. If you're a private entity, no.
No.
Okay, so that is done. Okay, oh, we gotta go on to the next page.
Yeah.
Technical, okay. Do you anticipate the plans and specs will be out for bids within the next 6 to 12 months?
No.
No. The project bidding is, no. You are an urban water supplier. Your project is a water management project defined by, you have
We're not urban.
no. Is this a regionalization project?
Yes.
Yes, okay. The plans especially have not been reviewed or approved by the division. Okay, yes. Do you have policies and procedures to solicit, evaluate, and select candidates for professional services?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Do you anticipate the project will be implemented in phases with multiple bids? No. Do you anticipate the project will be implemented with a design, build, delivery model? I don't know what that means. But
Carlos, what's a design, build, delivery method?
I'm not sure about that. We'd have to ask D on that one. I don't know what design built.
But he said no last time, so I'm sure it's still no.
Yeah, it should be the
Um,
same. Most of them should be the same as
right.
what you did last time.
The environmental documents have not been prepared for the proposed plot. That's yet. We're working on them. The environmental were not prepared to meet federal. That's a no. Will the project impact any cultural resources? No. Will the project state or federally listed species? No. Will the project require consultation with the United States Fish and Wildlife Services or the National Marine Fisheries Service? No. Will the project's air quality emissions construction operation exceed the federal de minimis levels and require a general conformity? No. Will the project require Clean Act permit and section 4 no. Is there any significant controversy related to the project's environmental documents? No. Were the project's environmental documents approved more than 5 years from the expected date of the DWS? No, because we're
Doing it now.
we're doing it now. If the water system is private and there's no local discretion, has the water system discussed the local agent about carrying out the secret? No. Is it anticipated that the lead agency?
Wait, we did discuss that, but they're not the lead. The
Right.
LAFCO said we're the lead, yeah.
Right.
So that's
It is anticipated that the lead agency for the potential construction will be an agency
No.
other than the applicant? No. Okay, oh, there's another page, finance. Whew. Boy, this thing goes on. Okay, is there any entity status suspended with the Secretary of
No.
State? No. If nonprofit, is the entity unable to provide a copy of? No. Are you missing any portion of the necessary project funding aside from what is being sought as part of this application?
No.
Has the entity ever failed to make timely and sufficient payments?
No.
Are you planning to pledge a repayment source other than net revenues of your water enterprise?
No.
Are your annual revenues currently insufficient to cover annual expenses? No. Will you be requesting approval of DWSRF financing before rates, assessments, or other charges used to support repayment are adopted? No. Do you have an outstanding fines or penalties due to non-compliance? No. Do you have an existing debt that relies on the same source of revenue as the source you plan to pledge for repayment of the DW?
Yes.
Do you have an existing debt? Oh, yeah. That
Yeah,
should be yes.
but is that gonna hurt? I mean, is that gonna be
You're not paying?
read what it says. It kind of says, is it gonna hinder your ability to pay the other one?
No.
No. Will the project be co-funded with funding other than drinking water? No. Was the last rate study completed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, no.
No,
No.
we just got that one done.
Yeah.
So that's a check.
No, that's not a check.
Oh. Oh.
We just did it.
Oh.
It wasn't 5 years ago.
Was it? Oh, okay. I read it wrong.
Yeah, I did too.
Do your existing debt covenants affect your ability to incur new parity debt or are non-compliant?
No.
No. Are you currently out of compliance or have you been out of
No.
compliance with covenants in your existing debt? No. Have you had a prior material event such as a bankruptcy, default, unscheduled draw, or reserve funds? No. Are you subject to a lien or any other portion of the system's property?
No.
If you're a government entity, do you have a local debt limit? No. Have you taken action in anticipation of the sale of significant systems assets? No. Have you taken actions in restructuring or have you taken actions in anticipation of no. Have you taken action in anticipation of filing bankruptcy? No.
That's it.
Is that it?
And that,
Woo. Okay, so,
That's the one.
so,
so do we need to move that we adopt?
so,
If you want Jerry to sign it, if you're ready to have Jerry sign it, then motion it.
okay, so I entertain a motion that we, have, that we approve this.
I
And,
make a motion that we, approve the potential DWSRF, flags worksheet and have, the president of the board sign it.
Second it.
okay, and we're adding that one check on number 16.
Correct.
That wasn't already in there.
Well, good job, Tiffany, thanks.
I will, okay, so Director Kelly is, I'm losing my mind. Sorry, people. Director Kelly has made a motion and Director Gibson has seconded it. Roll call on directors, Director Schoenberg.
Aye.
Okay, Director Garcia is absent. Director Gibson,
Aye.
Director Kelly.
Aye.
Director Nyman's and I, 4-0-1 absent, it is approved. We'll go on to, number, C, discussion vote on resolution FP 202605-28-01, financial assistance application.
So this is a template directly from the state. So in that list of documents that Carlos sent me, this was the template the state required for,
Why,
it's word for word.
why do these both say the same resolution number at the beginning?
Yes, that's what I was just gonna add.
So it's a typo and we fixed it.
There we go. I was
Okay.
like, I don't understand.
Like, how did-
Yeah, I was like, well, wait, where's
This
those
one's
ones?
gonna be one. No worries.
Okay,
Thank you, Brahma.
Okay, so do we want to read this?
which one's one? Financial assistance application.
Is that the
Authorized
designing
representative.
authority? to
Yes,
apply
that's
a
one.
bar?
Cause they say, yeah, cause they.
They're in order, so yeah.
No, I know, it just says different things. It doesn't say financial assistance application. It says,
Because it's directly from the state's template.
got it.
Are we gonna read this or
Something.
you want me to read this out? The long,
A little long.
Well, how come you got the company owned?
Because the state's template says it. I said, it's all directly from the state's template. So if there's any questions, maybe Carlos.
Okay,
would be-
so-
I think Carlos, if we have a question on something on this resolution, can we change it? Like company should be district, not company.
Right. that's
Yeah,
what I-
you guys can change some things, but it's got to stay in that relative format.
okay, so let's go ahead and read through this. Before the Board of Directions of the Fraser Park Public Utility District Resolution Number FP 20260528-01 in the matter of designating authority to apply, borrow, or to grant security. Whereas Fraser Park Public Utility District is a California nonprofit corporation, good standing with California Secretary of State.
The
The
district.
district. We'll change that to the district. Whereas the company owns and
The
operates,
district.
where the district. Yes, thank you. The district owns and operates a community water system known as Fraser Park Public Utility District with 1,300 connections. Whereas
The
the
dis-
district
That's the right amount?
Yeah, cause it goes up and down a little bit. I
is
think.
not a water corporation
The
subject to
district is not, yeah.
regulation by the California Public Utilities Commission. Whereas the district,
Yeah.
okay, is not a mutual water company as defined in section 14 of the corporation code. Whereas the district seeks financing from the State Water Resources Control Board, stated for a project commonly known as the Frazier Park / Lake of the Woods Regional Consolidation Construction Project.
That's fine.
Project. Whereas the project has a clear and definite public purpose and will benefit the customers of the water system and not the investors. Whereas the Board of Directors adopted a project budget, and whereas prior to the state board issuing a financing agreement, the Board of Directors is required to establish a dedicated source of revenue to pay the DWSR loan and authorizing an officer to execute all corresponding agreements, amendments, and certifications.
But we're not getting a loan.
But we're not
so-
getting a loan. How does that work, Carlos?
I think they use the word loan, but it's not a loan.
But I'm not
Can we put in grant?
okay with using the word
And
loan.
is that the right resolution? Cause
Cause
there
it says to
was,
repay.
there was two resolutions that were there in the packet, but one was the authorizing resolution, the other one was something resolution to
Yeah.
borrow, maybe,
They're
I don't
both
know.
here.
Well, one is the
Yeah.
designated.
I think it should say grant.
Yeah, it's
I think it
But
should
it's not
say
even
the
for
board of
repay.
directors is required to establish. It shouldn't even say a dedicated source of revenue to repay.
Right.
The board of directors is required to establish a dedicated, it should be a dedicated, a dedicated bank account to, a dedicated bank account. There's no repaying of the loan, so
there's no repaying, no.
Okay, so I guess the question has to be, Carlos, because I'm not too sure that, because we already know that that's gonna be in the MOU. So,
I don't think it can be in a resolution that we're gonna take a loan.
You
because
guys,
otherwise we'll take the loan.
you guys can change that part up, and if the state has an issue with it, then we can visit it at that time.
So the state board is gonna issue a financing agreement, so that's fine. The board of directors is required to establish a dedicated bank account to pay
Vendors?
vendors or whatever, and we're authorizing an officer to execute corresponding. So I think it's just to pay a dedicated bank account to pay not vendors, to pay, not even consultants, to pay required debits or to pay what?
Contractors?
It's not contractors, I mean, we're paying all of those things,
So
so
we're
it's,
paying the vendors, the contractors.
yeah, it's a
contractors.
dedicated bank account to pay our obligation. How's that?
a
Pay
dedicated,
obligation. And we're authorizing an officer, so that
So
part's
cut out
fine.
the
Cut out-
DWRF loan.
Yes.
to repay, yeah, get rid of that.
And authorizing them.
Okay. Now therefore, it be resolved, the Fraser Park Public Use District is hereby authorized a director to sign and file for and on behalf of the district an application for financial assistance from the state water board for planning, design, and construction of the
Yeah.
project. Be it further resolved that the authorized representative is designated to provide the assurances, certifications, and commitments required for the financial assistance application, including executing all financial assistance agreement from the state water board and any amendments or
Yeah.
changes thereto. Be it further resolved that the authorizer is hereby authorized to incur indebtedness. Or
No.
So I
I
mean,
wonder if we can cut out 3 altogether.
I'd cut out 3 altogether. You know, and they're gonna come back to us, so
Yeah.
they're probably gonna come back to us, but we should just cut that out. And then
Yeah,
they're
'cause-
gonna, cause they're gonna,
This
Huh?
might be the resolution for both people getting grants and people getting loans, so probably includes both of those, but yeah, just cut whatever you don't think belongs there, and
And we don't know what that amount is anyway, so 3
Right.
is not a good.
right. be it further resolved that authorized representative is hereby authorized to grant security interest in pledge, assign, transfer, endorse, mortgage, or other hypothec to the state of water board and execute security or pledge agreements, financial statements, other interests, perfection documentation, mortgages, deeds, trust on, and give trust receipts for any and all property or asset of the district as may be agreed upon.
No, this has issues too, because it's talking about indebtedness.
Well, I still, that, we still have it's not, but it's not saying we are doing it, but the authorized representative has, is it?
No, he doesn't have my authorization to get us in debt. Indebtedness to our vendors and stuff, but not indebtedness. Yeah, I don't know. I have some issues with that line.
Well,
Because the
I
next one
guarantee
is
you, when we
fine.
send this to them, so if
I
you.
think you can cut that out also.
All right, well, cut it out, but I'm telling you, they're gonna come back. And they're
That's fine.
they're gonna say, this has to be in there.
Well, it has to be in there in a different way.
Cutting out all of 4?
I would say cut out 3 and 4 and just go to 5, which is.
That, okay, 5, authorized is a designee in represent the district in carrying out the district's responsibilities under the financing agreement, including certifying disbursement requests on behalf of the district
Yeah, that's fine.
and compliance with applicable state and federal laws. 6, further resolve the secretary of this district is authorized to certify to the state water a resolution in the name and signature of authorized representative hereby authorized to act hereunder, and the state water board is hereby authorized to rely upon such certificate until formally advised by a like certificate of any change therein, hereby authorized to rely on any such additional certificates. And resolve further that the authority granted under shall be deemed retroactive. All acts authorized hereunder performed prior to the date of this resolution are hereby ratified and affirmed. The state water board is authorized to reply on this resolution until written notice to the contrary executed by the board of directors of state, and that the state water board, notwithstanding anything to the contrary contained in the formation of documents and phrase.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's fine.
Flip one more page.
okay.
There's another page.
I, Terry Kelly,
The board secretary.
do certify that I am the duly elected qualified secretary and the keeper of the records of corporate seal of the Fraser Park Public Utility District, a corporation organized existing under the laws of the state of California, the district. And that foregoing is true and correct of property resolution FP 2002605228-01.
There it is.
Duly adopted by the board of directors of said district. Oh my goodness. At the regular meeting of said board held on the 28th day of May 2026. In accordance with the law and bylaws of the district. And that such resolutions are now in full force effect, unamended, unaltered, and unrepealed. Okay,
Keep going.
what do I, I further certify that the following person has been duly appointed or elected as is not acting or elected and is not acting as officer or employee of the district in the stated capacity. Daryl Garcia, board president. In witness, I have subscribed my name and as this blah blah secretary.
And then, are we a California corporation?
No, special district.
I think-
Applicants legal
Yeah,
name.
I think it needs to say special district.
Oh, no, public utility district.
Yes, public utility district, special district, however, but yeah, not California Corporation.
Okay. So I'll entertain a motion that we approve this resolution.
I'll
With the
move
changes.
that we approve this, resolution, oh. FP 2026-0528-01 in the matter of designating authority to apply, borrow, and to, it's not borrow, in the matter of designating authority to apply and to grant security, we're not borrowing, so we need to remove borrow.
Yeah,
With the possibility of changes that the state, requests.
With
yes,
all the changes we made.
yes.
Right, with all the amendments made this evening.
I'll second that.
Okay, the resolution has been
Motion and seconded.
motioned by Director Schoenberg and seconded by Director Kelly. Roll call of Director Schoenberg.
Aye.
Director Garcia is absent. I'm sorry, guys. I told you I didn't want to do this.
I know. it's
Director
okay.
Gibson. Director Kelly.
Aye.
And Director Simons and I, so it's 4-0-1 absent. Motion carried. Okay, we'll go on to the discussion vote of resolution FP 2026-0528-02, authorized represented resolution. Okay, before the Board of the Directors of the Fraser Park Utility District, resolution number FP 2026-0528-02, in the matter of authorized representative resolution. Whereas the Board of Directors authorizes Fraser Park Public Utility District to apply for and enter into an agreement with the state of California. Resolved by the Board of Directors of the Fraser Park Public, why is the of? I guess it's the way there. Of the Fraser Park Public Utility District, the entity
Yeah, what was that?
as follows. The board president authorized, the board president, Gerald.
No,
No, they rejected the last time we put a name in there and
Oh,
we
okay.
had to grant
He's
it.
just the authorized
yeah,
representative.
because
board
we don't
president.
know.
Okay, or designee is hereby authorized and directed to sign and file for on behalf of the entity a financial assistance application for a financing agreement from the State Water Resources Control Board for planning, design, construction of the Fraser Park / Lake of the Woods Regional Consolidation Construction Project, the project. This authorized representatives or his designees is designated to provide the assurance certifications and commitments required for the financial assistance application, including executing a financial assistance agreement from the State Water Resources Control Board and any amendments or changes thereto. The authorized representative or his or her designees is designated to represent the entity in carrying out of the entity's responsibility under the financing agreement, including certifying disbursement requests on behalf of the entity in compliance with applicable state and federal laws. So,
I'm okay with everything except who's attesting. I believe that Kelling should be the person attesting because Daryl Garcia is going to be the person signing. He's a secretary and she's attesting to this.
Do you want, this is Ted.
Huh? Yeah, to be Kelling,
test,
secretary.
secretary. Okay,
And otherwise, I'm okay. I'd like to move that we approve resolution number FP 2026-0528-02 in the matter of authorized representative resolution with the amendments made.
I'll second that.
okay. We have to wait.
for you.
It's entirely up to you. She can be an abstain or you can wait.
Okay, Director Schoenberg has,
Oh.
no, Director Schoenberg has made a motion and Director Kelly has seconded it. Roll call of directors, Director, Schoenberg,
Aye.
Director Garcia is absent, Director Gibson abstains, Director Kelly,
Aye.
and Director Nyman's an aye. Motion carried.
Well, I don't know if she would be abstaining, she's not present for the
It's
vote.
an abstain, it's not an absence.
It's not an absence, but it's a not
It's an
present.
abstain.
Okay.
So it's three, one abstention, one absent, motion carried.
Yeah.
Okay,
Got through that one.
all right.
We did 12.
Okay, and then we go on to 13. Discussion vote on rate study. We need to take that off the agenda.
We'll do that.
No, it's,
Before you
next
move on,
meeting-
before you move on
Yeah.
to Tiffany, there was also another form in that packet that I think was called the certificate for metering or something. And that one
I
needs
know
to,
the one that, I have ready for Jerry to sign, but he's not here tonight from that packet.
yeah, it's a certificate for metering. It basically says that you're not an urban supplier and that you're fully metered, and then Jerry signs it. That's it.
Yeah, that one,
Now, we don't have to look over?
We don't have to approve it.
it's ready, it's just he's not here to
Okay,
sign.
perfect.
And he's now the authorized representative, so it's fine.
Yeah. So, okay, so we can,
So,
okay, 13, vote on rate study.
Don't we have to, well, we adopted it at the
No.
meeting, right?
Alan Dowd is writing a resolution, affirming the results that he will have ready for us to vote at the next meeting.
Okay,
So we can leave it on there and then just put.
I
the
move that
resolution
we
as part of it.
table that until our next regular meeting so that we can vote on the resolution provided by our
We already-
attorney.
Talked about it. No, we don't have to table it, we just talked about it.
we just talked about it, so we can move on.
But there'll be a resolution.
Okay, so, we're not gonna do a brief visit, new business. 14, discussion vote on purchasing new chairs for the boardroom.
So Johnny provided the.
And
And
I
it's
think
for
I'm not needed
Saturday.
anymore, right?
Good night, Carla.
Good
night, Carla.
All right, have a good night.
Uh-huh.
So it looks like 7 chairs at $359.99 is each is what this number is.
He thinks that they all have to be replaced, huh?
Maybe he's.
I was asking him if he wanted to hold on to some somewhere that were the ones that were in the best shape. So that we could maybe use them for people when they come in or something, rather than the less comfortable ones, but. Otherwise, yeah, some of them are just, I mean, I think the ones at around here should be uniform.
Is it that much of a pressing issue?
They're pretty beat up.
Couple of the seats are ripped and then one has a mechanical issue.
The
With the up and down.
mechanical issue one, I understand, but, I mean, just because they're ripped up, I mean, you know.
We've had these chairs since before I got on the board.
No, we
Haven't
replaced
we?
them since I got on.
We did?
Yeah,
No, I don't remember that,
yes.
but quite a long.
When
Time
our
ago.
former general manager was still with us.
Okay, so back in like 2010
Yeah, it was a long time,
or something.
not before you got on the board.
It's been like 26 years, right?
No,
No,
I've only been on the board 20 years, well, 22 years, as of this year. And so probably like 15 years ago, I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
I mean, this one's hurting my back. I have trouble sitting, but my back's bad, but this is a bad chair, like
Is it a mechanical issue?
But that's what I'm saying.
I don't know,
Some
but
of them
it's-
are good. I mean, you know, some of them
I
aren't.
don't think it has mechanical issues per se, but it's just not,
Cause these are gonna be the same chairs, I think. I don't know.
are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not.
I'm only looking at the
they're
picture, I
not
couldn't tell you.
ergonomic or whatever.
Well, they say ergonomic vegan leather, I don't know.
Ergonomic,
They kind of look the same, but who knows?
but
What
yeah.
they'll feel like,
I don't know. Why don't we hold off? I don't think we need it before Johnny's here. So he can address it or whatever.
Sounds good to me.
Carry over?
Yeah.
Carryover. Okay, 15.
Oh, wait, but was there a reason? I think the thing was is they wouldn't be on sale anymore. I think this was a sale based on Memorial Day. I don't know what the price changes to.
Says $3.99,
Is the regular price.
$400 versus the $360.
So it's $40 a chair difference.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're still being on sale.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's, no, I didn't know till he actually.
It
it's
doesn't,
coming from Office Depot, Office Max.
yeah, it doesn't say on here.
Office Depot or Office.
Yeah. Then we still gotta go pick them up.
No, they're delivery.
Says free delivery. Tomorrow, May 22nd. This is already past that.
Where
So
does it say?
Well, yeah.
Delivery?
on the next page. But I don't know if, because this was, he may have already missed I don't know how long the sale goes on for.
I don't know either.
Is it 7?
Cause if they were gonna,
There's a difference of $280.
and then also it says that your pickup store is on New Hall Ranch Road, so is it gonna,
He'll figure that out. It is, on this one, it's free delivery if he wants to deliver it and free to pick up if he wants to pick up. Well, it says only 1 of 7 available at your store,
yeah.
so probably delivery.
Oh.
I mean, it's your guys' seat, so if you want new chairs or not.
I don't know, maybe we need to do all the other stuff first. He needs to do these blinds.
I
We
would
need
like to
do
see.
the carpet. We have a lot of stuff to do. I don't know, it's just a prioritization of stuff.
I mean, I can see,
They hurt, but I don't know if the new ones are gonna be any better.
I don't know either.
I have no idea.
And
And part of it hurts because I hurt no matter what I sit in, so.
Me too, Lisa.
Oh.
Add back.
Well, I think we should just, 'cause I don't think there's an appetite for us to approve this tonight, so we'll,
You want it as a carryover or
Yeah.
you wanna think about it and carry it over, or you wanna say not yet? We'll bring it back if somebody brings it back up to talk
Yeah.
about.
I'll say not yet. I don't know.
and then to store some
It's
of
up to
these,
the group.
like
It's
really
up
hard.
to the directors. I don't care.
At least those ones we can stack.
Carry it over. We can talk about it again. when
Yeah,
all
when
the board
Johnny's
members are
here.
Here and
Yeah,
Johnny is
that's
here.
good.
You know,
But I think it's a good idea to use the chairs that are still good for our community when they come. Maybe
Okay.
the guys would use those instead of these.
moving on to 15, discussion review of the grand jury report.
So Brahma, you were talking about read it and bring it back next time?
Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll just read through, the summary and then we can, digest it and talk about it next week.
Is there something we need to, an action we need to take on it, or? is it
No.
just the-
Not in,
No,
until you're ready
we,
to.
no, we have to, we
You have
have
90 days.
to, we have to respond, we have to respond to it, so we have to tell them.
So we do
Well,
have to take an
we just
action
have to
on it
tell them
in
what we
90
think.
days. Okay.
Yeah, so there's time to digest.
Yeah, cause
Okay.
it's like July, no, June,
Okay, Fraser Public Utility District and Lake of the Woods Mutual Water Company, to merge or not to merge? That is the question. Oh, no, that's what it says right here,
where?
right up on top.
On the second page.
Oh, okay.
Okay, summary.
For the summer.
The Fraser Park Public Utility District supplies water to 2,834 residents with approximately 1,300 water connections in the community of Fraser Park. The district uses 2 springs, 4 wells, and 11 tanks. The 5-member board of directors ensures that this utility provides fair, equitable, and timely service to the residents and plans constructively to meet the residents' needs for tomorrow. The district has overcome past challenges of water integrity. The district has a neighboring utility, Lake of the Woods Mutual Water Company, LOW. Lake of the Woods has relied on the district for water in the past. The district and Lake of the Woods are in the process of completing a multi-year merger. The Fraser Park Public Utilities has more debt per water connection than Lake of the Woods. This needs to be addressed during merger proceedings. The purpose of the inquiry, the last review of the districts was completed by the 2021-2022 Kern County Grand Jury. The 2025 Kern County Grand Jury decided to review the district to see at what stage the annexing and consolidation with Lake of the Woods was in the merging process. The Lake of the Woods is a mutual water company, thus it has never been reviewed by the grand jury. The annexing process was started in 2014 at the request of the California State Water Resource Control Board. Methodology, the grand jury made 2 separate trips to Fraser Park to interview staff of the Fraser Park Public Utility District and the Lake of the Woods Mutual Water Company. The grand jury also drove by a few of the water wells of both utilities that are currently in service to get an idea of the geographics involved. Discussion of facts. The district has 1,303 water connections serving approximately 2,700 people. The Lake of the Woods has 400 water connections serving approximately 900 people. C, the district is currently undergoing a water rate fee adjustment as per Proposition 218. D, Proposition 218 restricts local government ability to improve taxes, assessments, property-related fees. The final proposal will be considered by the Fraser, it's already done. E, a previous attempt was made in 2023 to replace well 5, which is failing with well 7. Well 7 was drilled but failed due to poor water quality. It wasn't poor water quality, but whatever, okay, and low yield. 5, the district is pursuing eminent domain to drill another new water well, well 8. This is intended to replace well 5. C, the new well is critical for domestic water use and firefighting capability. H, nitrates in the water have been a problem in the past with Lake of the Woods Mutual Water Company. I, merger talks were started because Lake of the Woods runs out of water during periods of drought. During lean water years, water must be trucked in for residents. J, the district is actively seeking grants to offset the merger cost. And findings, okay, a state grant this is a planning grant, it's wrong, but a state grant.
I don't think the amount's correct.
Well, that was the original amount that they had cut it down to. Has been received to merge the 2 systems. This requires some laying of pipe and a few connections.
This is,
And
yeah,
that's not right either, because they haven't received it.
Right,
It's the whole, it's not a merger.
It's not.
It's consolidation.
okay, that, they
They do what they can do.
do what they can do, it's incorrect, but okay.
so we need to
But,
address
you
that.
know, well, we will,
Later.
in our yes, in our responses.
F2, it's in the proposal for the merger, it is written that Lake of the Woods customers will not bear any of the district's debt.
There's not written
What if-
any
that was
proposal,
never-
there's no such thing as a proposal for.
There is no written, there's never been any written.
Good try.
What originally was that the district, that Favorite Park Public Utility District would not incur any cost in the merger, and merging the two systems, so. F3, the district is using eminent domain to, site for well A, okay? F4, the eminent domain process was started on January 8th. A prejudgment possession was obtained on January 22nd. Trial is set for April 12, 2027. Is it a trial?
If we go there,
It may be.
Okay. F5, the nitrate issue has been mitigated by Lake of the Woods through mixing lower nitrates wells with higher nitrate wells to bring the levels to government standards. F6, routine monthly expenditures under $3,000 require 2 board member signatures. 3 board member signatures are required on checks over 3,000. Recommendations, the 2025-26 county grand jury recommends the district and the Lake of the Woods continue to participate in merger talks.
Yeah, sure.
Or, yeah.
Why?
R2, Lake of the Woods customers should not be liable for any pre-merger debts incurred by the district.
That'll just be in the response, because all you say to recommendations is yes, no, or yes, but later. Those are the only 3 responses we give. So
Okay.
when you formulate your response.
Okay. The district should make every effort to obtain an easement or complete the eminent domain process before. Yes, we're doing that. R4, 2 or 3 board member signatures required for routine monthly expenses is excessive and micromanagement.
I don't know why they picked this issue of all the issues.
The board should revisit this policy by June 30th.
Nope.
Where is it written that we need to have 3 signatures on?
In our-
In our resolution.
Not a resolution.
It's self-imposed.
not a Policy.
The only place it's written was written by us to ourselves. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Self-imposed.
Well, I mean, it's for protection of our assets and protection of the community. That, you know, 2 people don't just decide to spend a ton of money and, you know, that's why we have 3 signatures, so that
Yeah,
there's
I
3
don't
board.
know why they think it's excessive and micromanage,
Okay.
whatever.
Okay, comments. The grand jury would like to thank, staff members of Fraser Park Public Utility District, Lake of the Woods, Mutual Water Company for their time meeting with the grand jury, answering questions. Notes, the Fraser Park Public Utility District and Lake of the Woods Mutual Water Company should post a copy of this report where it is available for the public view. Persons wishing to receive an email notification, newly released reports may sign up at kerncounty.com/grand jury. Present and past Kern County jury final reports can be accessed on Kern County Grand Jury website. And, okay, response deadline required within 90 days. Fraser Park Public Utilities Board of Directors findings F1 through 6 and recommendations. Requested within 90 days from Lake of the Woods Water Company Board of Directors, F1, F2, F5. Recommends R1 and R2. Okay. So, I think we need to read this order. How do we go
The
about?
respondent agrees with the findings, so we need to do it in a meeting. We either agree with the finding, or we disagree wholly and partially with the finding, in which case the response shall specify the portion of the finding that is disputed and shall include an explanation of the reasons therefore. And that's on each of the findings that we need to look at, and the Lake of the Woods has a few that they need to look at that's separate. The responding person or entity shall report the following actions. The recommendation, so this is on the R. So on the Fs, the findings, we can agree or disagree either wholly or partially and give reasons for that. On the Rs, the recommendations, the recommendation has been implemented with a summary regarding the implemented action. The recommendation has not yet been implemented, but will be implemented in the future with a time frame for implementation. The recommendation requires further analysis with an explanation of the scope and parameters of an analysis or study, and a time frame for the matter to be prepared for discussion by the officer or head of the agency or department being investigated or reviewed, including the governing body of the public agency where applicable. This time frame should not exceed 6 months from the date of publication of the grand jury report. 4, the recommendation will not be implemented because it is not warranted or it is not reasonable with an explanation therefore. If a finding or recommendation of the grand jury addresses budgetary or personnel matters of a county agency or department headed by an elected officer, both the agency or department head and the board of supervisors shall respond if requested by the grand jury. But the response of the board of supervisors shall address only those budgetary or personnel matters over which it has some decision-making authority. The response of the elected agency shall address all aspects of the findings or recommendations. A grand jury shall provide to the affected agency a copy of the portion of the grand jury report relating to that person or entity prior to its public release and after the approval of the presiding judge. No officer, agency, department, or governing body of a public agency shall disclose any contents before the public release, which the public release has already happened. So we need to answer the findings and the recommendations.
So we'll carry it over
Yep.
the next meeting.
And why, if we disagree.
Seems to carry over.
So we probably need to have our attorney weigh in as well on at least the, we probably need to have our attorney weigh in.
And didn't, Lake of the Woods also have a fluoride problem?
Ask them.
We did, but it was corrected in 2020. Just like the nitrates. I think fluoride was like February of 2020 and nitrate was October of 2020.
Yeah, because they talk about the nitrates and I thought also you had a fluoride problem, so.
Okay. So do we need to,
We need to keep this on the agenda and we need to address each item.
okay, do we want to send this as a board, or are we gonna direct Tiffany to send this to our attorney?
I think we need to talk about each item first and what we think, if we want to implement it or not. I for
Okay.
one, am gonna vote no on implementing the recommendation of not having 2 or 3 signatures. I don't think it's micromanaging, but that's me.
Okay, well,
So, I mean, we all have to vote on that.
so let's just carry this over until the regular meeting.
Next.
And hopefully everybody will be here and Johnny will be here, and then we can have the discussion and go through each one, and then after that, then we can decide whether what we need to send to our attorney and how we want to respond.
Yeah, I'd like to know what other public entities do as far as checks, if we're the only ones that do that, or if.
Yes, it's absolutely as they stated, but what other agencies do, typically ones that are our size as far as our budget, we have a lot of bills to pay every month, is called a consent agenda. And in the consent agenda are the regular utility bills, minutes, and other things that come up routinely. And a lot of them have general manager pay utilities and regular occurring things like that. And everything else is on consent agenda. So it is unusual for boards of this size to go through every single check, review it in 3 different meetings, and then have as many as 3 board members sign off on a check. It is unusual. So that's what they're comparing it to, is other.
So you're saying that, in other places, utilities just get paid and the board would never know even how much?
No, it's all in the
It's-
financial reports. It's all in financial reports, but it's never like, are we gonna pay our Edison bill this month? Well, of course we're gonna pay our Edison
Well,
bill.
but
Of
then you say
course we're
that
gonna pay our
credit card, I mean,
gas bill.
the credit card is a recurring every month thing, and we just say, oh, okay, just pay it.
Yeah, well, pay
Without
your
look-
bills, yes, but
Without looking at that?
no, you have financial reports. There's always financial reports. But you're never not gonna pay your electricity bill. You're always gonna pay your electricity bill. You're always gonna pay your gas bill. You're always gonna pay your phone bill. It's just.
Right, but we also
No,
would
it's
not
not
have
right.
caught some of the issues that have come up without multiple reviews.
Yeah, financial
And we
report.
also,
But you're asking me how other
yeah,
boards do it. Yes, they pay, or they authorize their general manager to pay utilities. And then anything that's out of the ordinary or needs further consideration.
Well, we can
Is
look at
posted
that
up,
and
but-
reconsider. I mean, some of those things, I mean, you know, I'm not overly concerned about the gas bill but any other purchases, you know, I think we need to review still, because
And none of it's like a legal thing. You're not breaking the law by reviewing it. So if you want to
Right.
review it, you can review it. And you're, it's
they're just
it's-
saying we're being excessive in micromanaging.
Exactly, and if you
No,
are
we don't
fine
have
with
to-
that and
we
you
don't
like
have to
your
agree with it.
procedure, you can continue your procedure.
okay.
This procedure has been through their last.
Okay,
grand
so we're gonna
jury.
carry this
Okay.
over, we'll discuss it some
Just a
more.
weird thing to pick
Um,
up, but
Okay, so
Yeah.
we'll go on to 16, review and approve meeting minutes, 5/21/2026 state update meeting. So I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion that we, approve the minutes for Thursday, May 21, 2026, the State Update Standing Committee with, any of the amendments that were Tiffany previous to and or after the meeting, as well as any additional amendments for typos or other errors that we may not have caught or that may need to be corrected.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, the motion has been made by Director Kelly, seconded by Director Gibson. Roll call of directors, Director Schoenberg,
Aye.
Director Garcia is absent, and Director Gibson,
Aye.
and Director Kelly,
Aye.
and Director Nyman's and I, 4-0-1 absent, motion carried. Okay. Discussion vote on forming or dissolving ad hoc committees. I'll entertain a motion to dissolve the rate study committee.
Well, she said not to yet until.
No, the rate study committee.
just the committee.
Oh,
I'm saying leave it on the agenda for the resolution that's gonna.
oh, okay. Can I make it?
Yeah, you can make it, doesn't,
Well, cause I'm on that.
it doesn't
So,
matter.
okay,
You can dissolve something, it's just when we're forming something. You
I
can
will.
dissolve
I'll make a motion that we dissolve the rate study committee.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, I've
For
heard,
that policy.
Director Kelly has made a motion, Director Gibson has seconded, roll call of directors, Director Schoenberg,
Aye.
Director Garcia is absent, Director Gibson,
Right.
Director Kelly,
Aye.
and Director Nyman's and I. Okay, motion carried. That committee is dissolved. Okay, discussion vote on future agenda items. I think you have everything you need.
So far, so good.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion that we adjourn.
I will make a motion that we adjourn.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, Director Gibson has made a motion, Director Kelly has seconded it. Roll call of directors, Director Schoenberg,
Aye.
Director Garcia is absent, Director Gibson,
Aye.
Director Kelly,
Aye.
and Director Nyman's and I. 401, motion carried, and we are adjourned at 6:14. Thank you, everybody.